fights by themselves.
True,
like,
very true.
They're going to have quite a bit of priority, so that is at least one thing, right? When you're playing the poke comp, you
Might
need
only
to...
be a 600 gold lead, but for KC Blue, these lanes are still going swiftly.
Hold
As
up.
I say that, though, the flash back, it's from Slow Q. Spiraling Spare blocked with a bit of damage, but saved with the support in Whiting coming up, getting first blood at 10.5 minutes. Piece of engage as well with his ulti up and available, gets zoned out. Dragon at 2k, running in for the steal. Thager chops it and takes it for dinner. The ulti from Mainter, he runs in, he dives in, but he will regret that choice. He's the first kill of the battle as KC Blue need to get out. Their mana bars are ticking, their health bars are blowing, and White Knight is about to explode. A blast cone to save their life, while the range from Chekalad is in and just chomped it down. Like,
I feel like it's so difficult to steal a dragon from things like, you know, the old Lee Sin with the Q.
Flash.
Oh, Whiten.
Immediately.
No
Whiting,
Meganar.
he said it, and he'll get stunned up. Meganar getting close, but not enough. Slow Q gets a kill, and Yukino flashed over the wall like a baller just to pull off an ult.
But top lane, there's 3 members, and no with Mainter.
We're speeding up a bit.
When you punish one top laner, the other one's under trouble as well.
You gotta kill the other.
Yeah.
But at least Mainter is paying respect, right? Like, they got on a ward, so they know everyone's up here. The cross-map play is big. We're going to let Slow Q push with triple grubs. And meanwhile, Herald's going to go down and give it over to Barça.
Yeah, I feel like White Knight did not necessarily respect the fact that he has no TP to get back out there. His whole team was playing for topside to play for the Herald. So inevitably, KCB, if they didn't want to play for the Herald, they would play to punish that top lane, and exactly what happened. Now Slow Q gets to cash in on another tower, and that was a Jace that was really struggling in lane.
Yeah, we start approaching the emphasis of this dragon coming up as this turret is well being pushed. Slow Q now, he got 2 turrets and he got the kill. And that was a 1k gold lead between him and Chekalad, now dead even. Almost second item picked up for this Jace as well, so range starts becoming more of a consideration as Barça just got a bit of gold injection while I'm yapping away there. Getting that bot lane turret opens things up while Yukino tries to defend mid. He's caught off on the side though. There's a quickness, wants to get out, but that's disrespect. Don't know how Yukino got caught there. Classic. The ones that the Beavers control in Narnia that they decide to open. No, that's nothing. That's the wrong movie.
Great analogy.
That's
All
the
right,
wrong
so
movie. The ice melted.
Herald's going to be spawned in the mid lane by Barcelona as they're looking to gain some priority over mid. Potentially get the tower as well. Super low. If that bops onto the tower, you take that mid lane tower, which means you can actually create a lot more pressure by pushing the waves a little bit deeper onto that mid lane. Here goes the tower, and now especially pushing that that mid lane wave, you can dip inside that river. Where is Gnar? What's the bar? That's a mini Gnar from White Knight sitting all the way in base, and that's exactly what we're talking about when we say we need that Mega Gnar to actually create pressure. Main 30 pin on the other side, he's looking for a flank.
He is spotted out by a ward though as White in is face checking right now in a perfect position. They didn't spot him out, trying to zone off while Dragon number 3 is going to go down, but the fight starts with a lilting lullaby. The feathers are out again from Legolas. He gets the root, he flashes back, and Mainter's dead. He's isolated, and KC Blue have lost their top laner. They have to run for the hills. Thager on the chase, waiting for his pillar. Again, CC from Chekalad. Amazing. The Gnar into the wall comes up, and it's enough from White Knight. But Chekalad controlling the fight with his jungler makes it a done deal. A Slow Q is a new target. Has to flash away. Yukino hovers on the right wing, but Barça have already done the damage. They've got enough to start Atakan alongside.
Yeah, they were looking potentially to grab Yukino or at least Slow Q to make it 100% easy for them to take the Atakan. But Slow Q and Yukino, they cannot walk in, especially Slow Q, no flash available to him as well. They got the Mango from the river as well from Sort of Barcelona, so they healed up a bunch of their HP.
Mango.
That is a third dragon.
As well, and Legolas in this game.
It's a lot of burn.
I feel like last game, Legolas had a lead and we criticized a little bit, but in this game, the quick cleanses, the quick ultis, like this Xayah has been playing very good at being a rage bait for KC Blue to run into. Him and Chekalad, as you can see, doing the damage. Really good utility as well as Chekalad I just talked about. Sidestepping though was unreal. He walks away from the wind to spite and figures out he's alive. Look at the TP. It's a collapse. It's a crunch. It's a munch. And KC Blue will watch for dinner. Spiraling Spare out of range though. So given a bit more time as Slow Q runs into the trundle. 3XA decided to come from the flank, but that guy is definitely on a jet to death. As Main to try to do the same thing, but again, what's he gonna do now? Thager on the chase, a pillar out in this trundle with Trinity Force, does so much damage and takes none. This chase will go for a while, but again, Barça have just soaked up the sun of 3 glorious kills.
I mean, they're just lucky they have moved the
Major round
barn.
support, and there's a lot of cool options to play around with Chocolate when this is the whole compass, Mainter. Has to pause me because as we talk about options, there you go. It's the engage. And as I said, play around Chocolate. Guess what? He's teleported in for some of the fun. He won't be a part of it in the end. Stega picks up kill number 5, but as I was just saying, look how easy it is for them to just press buttons and find a pick.
Yeah, Fager and Checo have been having another fantastic game with White, of course, chipping in on the engages.
10 out of 10 KP.
Absolutely. Incredible stuff. And again, when a mid-jungle duo gets going through the help of Whiting as well, I feel like Barcelona are unstoppable. They found Slowky as well.
He's got no flash. He's just dead again. Chocolate from range takes that one, and Inner Turret will drop with it as well. Look at where Yukino is. He's like, guys, don't worry. I'll get some CS. I'll try and get from Barça because they're going to start this dragon up at the edge of range of patience as well. Yukino wants a steal angle, but on a ward, they know exactly where he is.
He's feeding him Meganar bar as well.
Just, yeah, you're right. Mega's going to be their perfect timing. Ocean Soul given over. Yukino now spotted again. And Barça looking for the slow. White-in looking for the moves, and he'll get a knock-up alongside. White-in now about to go into Mega. There's Sleep, and it will slow down the play a little bit, but Barça now have an Ocean Soul. They are unkillable.
That was so sad to watch. They just walked in, fed the Nara, Meganar bar, and they just walked out. There's just no avenues for KCB to play this game, and Barcelona just running them over.
Spain step away from getting themselves to match point, from getting themselves another match against Lost Returns. That must have been the group of power then, you know? Lost Returns, their loss came to put them in the lower bracket from this team. And we saw that best of, and it's already at yellow. So right now, the zone control is there. Meanwhile, 3XA decides to kamikaze in solo. What other choice do you have, I guess? It's 4 versus 5 is what you're left with. Overall, White Knight with a triple up against the wall. He'll bridge them all. Legolas on a rampage. The rest of the fight is done. And Spain is about to move to match point to silence the French lovers.
Barcelona with one last kill right here from Checo at the burn. He knows he's gonna take Yukino down. Not quiet.
Run. It's Bambi, except it's dinner time. Oh my God, venison tonight.
Checo takes him down. And the saddest thing about this game is that Whitenet is the only kill KCB have gotten this
Barca have now got Baron. They're a 9k gold ahead, and mid just seems to be the due diligence as the dive begins, and sticking around. 3XA is having a stinker right this game. Lilting Lullaby onto 2, maybe an opportunity. Yukino get some good damage down and onto White-in. Mainter follows up with a flash of his own. He wants a dive, but he runs out of ulti. Ocean Soul seems to be the embrace that Barca love to play with. Yukino channels through as well, but his camp's not his own. There's the ace, there's the game, and match point. KC Blue French favourites, but Spain has their number, it seems, in the series. A 2-on-1, and Barca slapped them silly in Game 3.
KCB backs against the wall. Honestly, it's been a case